A ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas was announced on 16th of January. The deal raised hopes for peace and saw celebrations breaking out in Gaza. But will this truly mark the end of the ongoing conflict? The ceasefire agreement between Israel and Hamas has brought a moment of relief after months of violence and suffering post the October 7, 2023 assault on the outskirts of Israel. This deal comes after intense negotiations aided by mediators, US, Qatar, and Egypt working to broker peace. The terms of the ceasefire include a three-phase plan, which will see a halt to hostilities, a swap of hostages, increased humanitarian aid to Gaza, withdrawal of Israeli troops from the conflict-ridden region, and its reconstruction. But while the ceasefire is a major step forward, many experts caution against assuming that it will lead to lasting peace. So, what are the underlying issues and why peace is not as close as it looks? There are deep-seated grievances and mutual distrust between Israel and Hamas that could easily reignite tensions. After announcement of the deal by US and Qatar, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that the deal's final details were still being worked on. Israel has already said that it will not agree to a complete withdrawal until Hamas's military and political capabilities are eliminated. And on the other side, Hamas's stance is that it will not hand over the last hostages until Israel removes all of its troops. Netanyahu's office earlier also said that Israel would not cede control over strategic areas, particularly the Philadelphia corridor, which is critical for national security. Moreover, internal divisions within Palestinian territories pose another challenge. The relationship between Hamas and Fatah continues to be strained, complicating any unified approach to peace negotiations. Fatah, the ruling party in West Bank, slammed Hamas and Iran in a statement on January 12 that it would not allow Hamas, which sacrificed the interests of the Palestinian people for Iran and caused destruction in the Gaza Strip, to replicate its actions in the West Bank. As per reports, Palestinian militant factions in the West Bank have already been attempting to fill the vacuum. Also, it is not to be ruled out that Hamas may replenish its resources and ranks by promising a ceasefire deal and humanitarian assistance. In terms of who will rule Gaza, there is no alternative to Hamas. Lastly, the new US administration, led by Donald Trump, which has good relations with Israel and a tough approach for Hamas and Iran, could also be a deciding factor as to how the deal will be implemented. US is likely not to change its approach to helping Israeli security, and remember that he also claimed credit for the ceasefire accord. Moreover, with Assad's regime collapse in Syria, another question is, will Trump strike Iran, or will there be any sort of agreement?